This is my analysis and discussion of the Sloot case, which right now he's facing a murder charge in Peru. And from what I've read, it looks like the evidence they have so far will be enough. That includes video in the hotel that shows him and Stephany Flores going into his room. He leaves the next day. Well, I guess first he went to go get a couple cups of coffee and a loaf of bread, brings that back to the room. Then he leaves again for good with his bags. And then she isn't found until days later. I guess the day he left was actually 5 years to the day from when Natalee Holloway disappeared, May 30th. Then her body, Stephany Flores' body, is found June 3rd in the room. And it hasn't been made clear yet why her body was like undiscovered for so long, why it took like days later for them to find her. But in any event, arrested, brought back to Peru, and according to the newspaper, that video, just showing him going in and out, and she never leaves and they find her body, that could be enough. Otherwise, police chief in Peru sounds pretty confident that they're going to have the forensic evidence as soon as their CSI guys get done processing. I guess he said like 1 or 2 weeks. But yeah, so he's looking at 35 years in prison. There's no death penalty in Peru, and there's no life in prison. 35 years is the max. So if he gets convicted this year, he's out when he's 57. At that point, he could be facing jail time in the United States, not for the Holloway case, but for extorting the Holloway family, at least allegedly. So far, there hasn't, well, at least from what I've read, there's not a lot of evidence yet, but they're still investigating. I think that the most serious evidence they have is an account that's supposed to be in his name that had $15,000 deposited into it, which I'm not sure how strong of evidence that is when I think you can open up accounts for other people. Like, I could open up an account for someone else. Like, I don't have to be them to open the account. But I'm not a banker either, so it's possible I don't know what I'm talking about. Otherwise, Peru said that, they get him first and that, they'll give him to the United States after they're done with him. Otherwise, though, for the Holloway disappearance, no evidence in 2005, no evidence in 2007. And at this point, even if he confessed, it's unlikely that Aruban courts would accept that on its own. They're going to need some tangible evidence, like unless her body's found, or unless there's some other kind of evidence, or like a video, or something tangible. He could tell any crazy story about it, and it's not going to be enough to do anything, since that precedent's already been set. In the years since, he'll give crazy interviews to reporters, and then take stuff back, or to say he was making it up, or he was high or drunk or whatever. So, and that stuff was already thrown out. So I doubt. I mean, the Holloway thing is probably not going to get solved, but he more than likely, at least so far in the newspapers, that seems to be the trend, that he's definitely going down in Peru. And by the way the guy's acting, he doesn't seem like he's too sharp. And if he survives to be 57 and he gets out of prison, I'm sure he'll find a way to go right back in again if he doesn't find a way to get himself executed in another country. But that sounds like that's what's going on with that case. Not sure if I missed anything on that, or if there's more to it. Well, I mean, there's definitely like a lot more drama before with Natalee Holloway's mother and Aruba, and it's kind of like a press war, or just more her just throwing tons of criticism down on like the entire country of Aruba, because they weren't weren't getting that conviction, and you know they couldn't put anybody away or find, you know, her daughter. But you know, that's a pretty long story. What I will say for now, though, is that it's been great working with you guys. It's been a fun class, and you know, hope you guys have a good summer, and I'll see some of you guys later on or something. Otherwise, have a good one.